Well, I think that this is an age-old debate around art specifically. Should you go to school for it? Whether so I know you're specifically asking about filmmaking, and I think film school has its place absolutely. And I am biased because I do believe that going to school to learn a craft is important and it's valuable, and it gives you a place to explore, it gives you a place to discover, it gives you a place to develop as an artist. Would I say that everybody has to do that? If I'm going to be honest, no. I mean, I think that there are artists who have been able to develop incredible filmmaking skills, obviously, without going to school, and are incredible filmmakers today. And that's with any art form. I've always been asked, hey, does a painter have to go to college for it? Well, no, there are painters who don't go to college, and there are painters who go to college and study painting. And so I think whatever is the journey for any individual, there are people who sing. And then even when there are people who sing, because I obviously had a long theater background, most of the singers that I worked with in theater, they did take voice lessons. So although they had that natural talent, talent is this innate thing that we're born with. Although you can be born with that talent to write, direct, act, dance, there's still value in working and learning in a school with mentors and people who are studied. But do you have to go to film school? At the end of the day, Warner Brothers or Sony or any studio only care about, can you make films. As a filmmaker, I did not ask an actor, did they graduate from the Yale School of Drama or the Tisch School of the Arts. I mean, I respect both of those institutions incredibly, and we all know that incredible artists have come from those schools. But at the end of the day, can you act? And so if you are an actor who went through Yale School of Drama to become Meryl Streep, all good. If you are somebody who didn't, but is still really, really great, then at the end of the day, that's what we care about. I know that that's a debate, but that's always been a debate with art, because, and it's hard because art requires talent. Not everybody can be a singer or a writer or a director or a filmmaker. It really does require some talent. But talent does have to be cultured, and there are a lot of learned things. Even if you're a student of football, there are incredible quarterbacks that come out of college, and then you see them their rookie year, and you realize how much they still have to learn. And they realize how much they still have to learn. And they get, not only their head coach, but the quarterback coach and the offensive line coach, and all these people begin to pour into them so that they can still learn the craft. So it is important to learn the craft.